Hi guys, so I'm back with another review, and today is a 100% honest slime review for an underrated slimer called Cheesy Slimes. So she kindly sent me 4 slimes to review, and it came with a little baggie of sweet extras and a note telling me that she overactivated most of the slimes. So yeah, to start off with the packaging, I definitely do recommend you to maybe label the slimes, because firstly I do not know what texture it is, neither do I know what it's scented like, so I definitely recommend you making labels that actually have the slime name and scent, and preferably maybe the texture name as well, or include it in the note, especially when you're sending it out for a review. So to start off, the first slime is called Rabina Pastelites, if I'm pronouncing that right. So even though she said that it's overactivated, I actually felt like it was a little bit underactivated. So I actually filmed this 2 days after I received it, and I definitely recommend maybe you can like overactivate it a little bit more, especially with the hot weather these days. Texture wise, this is a really thick and glossy slime. I believe it's a glue all thicky if I'm not wrong. However, an improvement would probably be to reduce the tackiness, because I felt like it was a little bit tacky, but there's no tension. It makes great bubble pops, and scent wise is a very realistic Rabina scent. So next up is this slime called Cinnamon Milk, and because there's no scent label, once again I'll just describe what I smell it as. It smells like a cinnamon cereal, and like you add milk to it, so I'll say it's definitely a very accurate and realistic scent, and I really like this scent a lot. And it's a little bit towards the milder side, so if you guys prefer like a more subtle scent and you're scared of like cinnamon scents, this is definitely one that I'll recommend you to give it a try. Texture wise, this is more creamy and silky compared to the previous base that I felt, and I have no complaints at all with this texture. I feel like it's a very good texture for me personally, because it's like thick but still creamy and silky. So if there's one base that I'll definitely recommend you guys to try, and recommend her to continue working on it and like make it her permanent base, it will be this base. And like the only feedback I have for this slime is probably the design, because I would think like cinnamon milk would probably be like maybe white base with a bit of like brown phemos or something. So yeah, maybe you can consider either spicing up the design for this, making it more towards a cinnamon milk theme, or maybe changing the name of the slime. So next up is her buttercream slime called Oxygenate, and I really like the cute cloud label that she drew. Personally, it's a very cute little touch to the slime, and this slime did come under activated, but it's fine for me because I just added some activator to it. But I really like this buttercream so much. Like, it's my favorite slime out of this review, and definitely one of my favorite buttercreams at the moment. And let me just tell you why. It's because this buttercream is not really like your usual SG buttercream. It's more towards a dense side. It's a great study slime. So this buttercream has no wet residue, and because it's more towards a denser side, and I believe she made it more of an aromatherapy butter slime kind of texture, so it actually doesn't really like poof up that much or produces that much sizzles, but it's definitely really spreadable. So I still managed to inflate it a little bit, and I just wanted to say this scent is like an aromatherapy calming scent, I believe. I can smell it, but I wish that it was a little bit stronger, considering it's an aromatherapy slime. So this is the last slime that she sent over, and it's called Pink Drink, and she did mention in the note that this is not labeled. As you can tell from the clip, it is a color changing slime, which is super duper pretty. Unfortunately, I can't really tell what this is scented like. To me, it just smells fresh. So for this base, it's definitely leaning more towards a thin and jiggly base, but I kind of understand why. It's probably a hybrid version of her base. And yeah, I'm really liking how she sent over like 3 different bases for me to test out, so I can give like feedback for each base. So for this base, personally, it makes a lot of good bubble pops, so like I really enjoy making bubble pops with this slime. However, I wish that it was a little bit more stretchy, because it felt a little bit rubbery, like a little bit of tension, and like pokes wise it wasn't that loud, and yeah, I just think that you can maybe change the glue ratio a little bit to make it a little bit thicker so that it is a bit more pokeable but still retaining the bubble pops. So overall, I just want to say thank you so much to Cheesy Slimes for sending me this slime review. Do check her account out on Instagram. I believe she's having a restock soon or currently having a restock, so do go support her slimes. I was being as detailed and as nitpicky as possible because she took the effort to send me slimes for a review, so I really wanted to give her as many feedbacks for improvement as possible. But I just want to say disclaimer, overall I actually really enjoy the slimes, especially the buttercreams. Like I play with it really often, like off camera after this review, so I'll say definitely go give her some support